Okay, so it is about the time where we start talking about Wembley. Wembley is creeping up, and I love talking about All in Wembley because it's such a goddamn fun time, and I'm excited. I do want to put out there that my predictions for anything in general are pretty terrible, so do take these with a pinch of salt. But let's predict the All in London / Wembley card a few months out. Let's go. Hello and welcome to FTTR, I am Hugh McQuaid, and today we are talking about All in London, AEW All in London, and my 10 match predictions that I think will be on the show, potentially. There's a lot of stuff to dive into with this, but before we dive into that, please subscribe, please like this video, please comment your thoughts down below on the matches you want to see at All in London, and we will dive into this. So, the way I have done this, I have not done this in a way. These aren't the matches that I necessarily want to see. Some of them are, some of them are not. This is more my predictions on how I think things will go, because a lot has changed in the landscape of AEW. A lot of signings, a lot of people, a lot of bodies, and not everyone can be on a card. Not everyone can be on a pay-per-view card. And going by last year's All In, I have gone off that. There were 11 matches at last year's All In, including the pre-show. I've gone with 10 because it makes for a nice list. So 10 matches that I think will happen at All in Wembley. I'm probably very off. I need to stress that. I do need to stress that I will probably be very off because AEW always seems to zig when I try to zag. So I never really get these predictions right, but it's all fun, isn't it? It's all fun. These are in sort of no particular order. It's sort of going ascending order to the main event, but then you can put them wherever you damn please, Tony Khan. And yeah, let's talk about it, starting with number 10. So coming in at number 10, you want to have the Blackpool Combat Club on this card at some point, and I think Blackpool Combat Club going up against the Don Callis family will either make for a nice opener to the show or a nice pre-show match, a nice brawl, 3-on-3, have Claudio, Mox and Yuta take on Takeshita, Hobbs and Fletcher. I think that is the way you can go with this. I don't think they've feuded. I don't think BCC has feuded with Don Callis family. So I think there's a way you can go there. That'd be interesting. Obviously, there's going to be stuff with the Callis family and Danielson that's playing out at AEW Dynasty. We'll see how that goes, whether he splits away. Who knows what happens, because obviously Don Callis is very much a heel. Will Ospreay is very much not. So we'll see how this goes, but I think a nice 6-man tag to start off the show, get the crowd going, wouldn't be a bad thing, and BCC being on the card, always a good thing. Coming in at number 9, you may be thinking we are missing someone from the BCC, and that is Bryan Danielson. What will Bryan Danielson be doing at All in Wembley? Sadly, I've taken a lot of the slots that I would have put Danielson in, which is a bit of a shame. But for Danielson, let's give him what he wants. Let's give the people what they want. Bryan Danielson versus Nigel Mcginness. Now, a lot of these are down to injury constraints as well. They might not happen because of injuries. This is a dream match. This is one that I would want to see. I'm sure both guys would want to do if Nigel is able to wrestle. They've sort of teased it. The heel character that Nigel does on commentary when he's commentating Danielson matches is just superb. And I think having that take place at Wembley would be emotional. It would be powerful. And it would be really, really enjoyable. I would love to see this match take place, and I'd love to see it take place at Wembley. Coming in at number 8, we have another trios match. This time for the trios titles, I have got Bullet Club Gold taking on Death Triangle, because I think that would be a great, great match. I'm so happy that Bullet Club Gold have split away from the Acclaimed and we have Bullet Club Gold back. I never thought I'd be saying that like a year ago, because Acclaimed were the most overact in the company, but my God, Bullet Club Gold it's just, they work. They click so well. Jay White's so good as their leader. And I think Death Triangle, with Pac being back, it's nice for him to get a part of Wembley, get on the card. Having them vie for the trios titles would be really, really fun. Really fast-paced match. And there's a lot of story they could do with this. There's a lot of story they could do. Obviously, it all depends if Phoenix is cleared. If Phoenix is not cleared, throw an Eddie Kingston in there, why not? Because they've been feuding with the Elite recently, and obviously Penta and Eddie seem to work well together. So I think you could do a lot with that, with Death Triangle and Bullet Club Gold. I'd be really, really excited if they announced that match. Coming in at number 7, we just have one that I just want to see this, and I want to be there live for it, and that is for the AEW Continental Crown. Current champion now, Kazuchika Okada, taking on Samoa Joe. Now, you might be thinking, Samoa Joe's the AEW World Champion. What are you doing? I don't think Samoa Joe will be World Champion walking into Wembley, unfortunately. So I think throw him in there with Okada and have a banger. This heel version of Okada going up against this dominating force that is Samoa Joe, who's just killing it with promos and matches at the moment. It would just be magic. It would be utter magic. And to see Joe embroiled in like a feud with the Elite, this new version of the Elite, I would really, really love, because that's something fresh, that's something new that we've not seen, and it would really, like, not elevate, because I think the Continental Crown itself is a good idea. I just don't think it's been treated incredibly well. I think having two top stars, no offense Eddie Kingston, vying for this crown would be really, really good, and I'm very, very excited to see if this happens. Joe versus Okada, come on. You know you want to see that. Coming in at number 6, we have for the International Championship, we have champion Roderick Strong taking on Hook, with probably Chris Jericho in his corner. Now, I think this would just be a great match. This will be really, really fun. I think Roddy should hold the belt until Wembley and really establish the Undisputed Kingdom. Hook, they would just have a banger, right? Suplexes versus backbreakers. Roddy can throw Hook around like he's nothing, and then Hook can power up and hit some nasty looking suplexes. This would be a tremendous 10-minute sprint of a match that I would just love to see. You could even do title for title, FTW versus International. That would work fine as well. I think this would be a great match. I think the match that he had with Jack Perry at Wembley last year was pretty fun. So yeah, Hook. We all like Hook. It's clear he's getting a big push. International title picture versus Roderick Strong. Let's do it. Coming in at number 5, we have Sky Blue versus Julia Hart. Yes, I'm saying this is where you do the blow off to this friendship thing, cooperation, pairing that they've got going on. You have it implode before Wembley, and then you have the big TBS Championship match at Wembley Stadium. Sky Blue winning, claiming the TBS Championship from Julia Hart. It'd be great. It'd be really, really nice. And I think, yeah, it's a really good act together. They're telling a really nice story between the two. Getting a big moment at Wembley Stadium, considering there was only one women's match on the card last year. That'd be great. That'd be really, really great. I love Sky Blue, love Julia Hart. I think they are both fantastic. Let's make this happen. Let's make it happen. Coming in at number 4, we have one that is dream match territory, and I'm going to throw a ladder in there as well. For the AEW Tag Team Championships, the Young Bucks versus Edge and Christian, Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. Let's make it happen. I think you're set up in a place now. Obviously, Christian did such good work with the TNT Championship that I think just he's ready for a face turn. I don't know how you do that following the I Quit match, but these two coming together, going for the tag titles at Wembley Stadium, taking on the best tag team in the world, it works. In a ladder match as well. This could be insane. insanely good, insanely great. I think Christian's due a split from the Patriarchy. He can join with Copeland. I don't think he's long for the TNT Championship either. They come together, climb the tag ranks together, rekindle that magic, and then we get a ladder match with the Young Bucks at Wembley Stadium. Am I being selfish? Am I being optimistic? Maybe. But I got goosebumps thinking about it. That is, for me, that is a banger of a match that I would absolutely love to see. I hope you're ready for some controversy, because I do not think, it's my controversial opinion for pick number 3. This is number 3, guys. I don't think Will Ospreay should vie for the AEW World Championship at Wembley this year. I think there is a story to tell with him climbing the ranks and getting his shot at the gold at next year's Wembley Stadium show at All In 2025. And then you can tell a longer story with him failing maybe, and then doing it again, and doing a really good story with that. So I haven't got Will Ospreay challenging for the AEW World Championship at this year's Wembley Stadium. Instead, I've gone for Will Ospreay versus Hangman Page. Now, I think these two would have insane chemistry together. I think they would work really well. There's so much story you can tell about Hangman's insecurities. All these new people have come in. Where does he fit in this landscape, especially this heel character that he's got going on? And as we get into my next pick, you'll understand his motivation for wanting to beat someone who is climbing up the rankings so fast. I think there's so much story you can tell between Will and Hangman, and babyface Will versus heel Hangman Page at Wembley. It would be, the crowd would be electric. It would be one of the hottest matches in that setting. Like, I think it would just be great. It'd be fantastic. They're such good workers, and you know they'd have a 20-minute banger that would just light the place on fire. I'm here for it. I'm really here for Will Ospreay versus Hangman Page at Wembley. If Will does get a world title shot at Wembley, that's fine as well. You know, I'm not exactly going to complain about that, but I think for what I want to see, I've got to go with Hangman versus Will Ospreay. Controversial opinion, I know, but it is what it is. Coming in at number 2, we have the AEW World Championship match, and that is the AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland taking on Adam Cole. Now, you might be thinking, whoa. Adam Cole again? I think you could do a lot with Adam Cole and Swerve. I think they both have factions. They both have claims to the gold. I think Adam Cole can and will use the idea of, I've main evented Wembley Stadium twice. I've competed for the AEW World Championship at Wembley twice. And they will put on a great match. Asterisk, if Adam Cole's cleared to wrestle at Wembley Stadium, of course. I think that would work really well, and it plays into my final spot, which is the Mogul Embassy and Undisputed Kingdom brawl. They brawl out the way, so you're left with Swerve and you're left with Adam Cole. And Adam Cole goes to use the diamond ring on Swerve Strickland. He's going to hit him with the dynamite diamond ring when MJF's music hits. MJF runs down, distracts Cole, manages to get the ring. Swerve hits the house call for the 1, 2, 3, beating Adam Cole, retaining his championship in a huge stadium setting and setting up MJF versus Cole, that blood feud moving forward. I think that works really, really well. I genuinely do. I think Cole is a great big match wrestler. Like, he puts on really, really good main events, in my opinion. And him facing Swerve, he's a credible contender that you can easily slot in after Swerve's won the title, and it wouldn't feel wrong. Obviously, you'd have to figure out what you're doing with Wardlow and stuff like that, but you could easily do it if Adam Cole's cleared, and setting up the MJF feud. That's what we want to see. We want to see the Cole MJF feud pay off. So yeah, I'm totally here for that. Swerve versus Adam Cole, baby. And my number 1 prediction, it couldn't be anything else really. It couldn't be anything else than Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, versus the CEO, Mercedes Moné. Dramatic pause, maybe? Versus Jamie Hayter. 3-way, baby. Main event in Wembley, having the big hometown hero pick up the AEW Women's World Championship again as Jamie Hayter beats either Moné or Baker. You could do either, but I think that 3-way would have such a brilliant sense of just presence. All 3 women are fantastic, and I think there's a great story you could do here with Jamie Hayter returning, challenging Moné, and then almost like Charlotte did at WrestleMania, having Britt Baker, the seeming friend of Jamie Hayter, worm her way into that match somehow, and then you have the 2, I kind of want to see Mercedes Moné go heel, but 2 baby faces against that 1 heel, and you get the friendly competition between Hayter and Moné, and then Britt Baker causing all the drama. I think it would be really, really good, really fun, really exciting, and that is what I would main event Wembley with, a big 3-way for the Women's Championship, with Jamie Hayter picking up the Women's World Championship. Those are my predictions. AEW has a stacked roster. There are a lot of people who are not on the card. The likes of Chris Jericho, the likes of Tony Storm, the likes of, I'm completely blanking, Keith Lee. Where's Keith Lee? Sadly not on the show. Miro, Meat Madness. Maybe that's never going to happen. You know, there's a lot of names. Orange Cassidy, Best Friends. A lot of names that cannot be on Wembley Stadium. But those are my 10 picks. I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you like my picks? Do you hate them? Let me know everything you want, and I'll try and apply to every single one of them. Thank you all ever so much for your support, and have a nice day.